Fair use. Good morning. Good morning, people. Welcome to the channel, Black Hand Sign. Please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate it. May the force be with you. safe.
And I think we're doing fine. A stream in advance so everyone could file in, and man, this is a lot of fun. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna get my phones do work, so I'm gonna get the call. We're not gonna miss anything, but there's a lot of people who are gonna be likely stranded if we're not able to get them over here. So maybe I'm just gonna have to go over there manually and add it as a secondary video. So suppose
I want a world where a nice girl that I liked isn't turned into another Arab carpet. These Canadians are in the way of that world, and everything they do and everything they have done needs to be erased from the earth.
and see if I can get some other way. I'm trying to look. We have a whole other channel out there, and it says that it's waiting on me, and I'm here. And I don't know. Seconds are streaming keys. Turning my phones back on. I'll be back here in just a moment. Here, this is Auto Hoax by Chief Crow and the Flat Earth Worms. Sit tight, and I believe JL is going to be calling in about 7 or 8 minutes. Here I am.
Thanks for tuning in to Commute Chronicles.
I'm out of hopes, and it feels so good. You just, I don't believe everything like I knew that you would. In my dream, you know I ain't got time. For another crisis actor with soulless eyes.
Thank you everyone for your patience. We're about 7 or 8 minutes before JL, Jurassic Liars, calls in. And my phones are on, everything is operational and ready to go. So we are awaiting his call at his leisure, but I figured we have a few minutes here, so let me go ahead and say hello to the chat. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to post them below. I'm pretty sure we're both going to be watching the comments, and I've already highlighted a number of questions that I saw in the Discord server, and all of those will be brought up. So if you post anything there, and if you still are, I will see it. Alright, yes, apparently we were glitched out. That was kind of strange. One of the channels got shut down. That's where we have multiple, so we're letting people file in. Donnie the Dead says back, I got kicked out. Yeah, I know to your question as well. Crypto Freedom Media says, do you know about Berlin today? I heard JL talking about Berlin. In fact, I have a list of pile of notes here. Here we go. Questions, things I want to follow up on from last time. Berlin crash. Oh yeah, the car crash. Yes. PR stunts. That's what these are. They're public relations stunts. And they dress it up with horror so you think it's an actual attack, but... Right, looks like we're joined by Private Wars, JT, XG, Rocco, Danzig, Copacetic, Zachary K, S. Dane, that can't be a real person, Evil Coyote, Garrett Summers, Creator Knows. You know, I heard that Zachary Hubbard is going to be in Seattle, which, you know, to me, I'm just thinking, you know, good for you being a reporter, but it depends on what your take is on this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have my reasons for looking at this date, and my view of the media is informed by my understanding of how fake it is, and how PR stunt driven it is. It's all one massive, protracted war. It's all perception management. It's roll-through theater and mind work. As Thomas Aquinas, the splinter group from the Church of Satan's founder, the Temple of Set, their founder wrote a book called Mind Wars, a kind of pamphlet, about how you can have a less destructive form of managing the public, and you can do so by controlling their minds instead of having them, you know, shoot each other and blow each other up. If you're new in the chat and you see yourself possessed of a blue wrench, please use the power responsibly. We're just getting rid of bots. They're either bots or they're a bunch of disgruntled YouTube employees with SOC accounts launching a relentless campaign of harassment, sexual harassment, if you want to get down to it, on my chatters. It's pretty bad. I'm sort of scarred, so if you see him, just whack them with a wrench. Creator Knows says, can't thank you enough for your efforts. Heather Love says Hollywood. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Hollywood. There's a script called Hollywood that I was looking at today, earlier when we were live. And Marilyn Manson wrote a script called Hollywood. And this is the craziest thing, because the video for the song Coma White was based on this script. And in this video, it has JFK as basically Jesus as the second coming. And this is what the QAnoners believe, which is just, it's nonsense. But this is indication that it's not a new idea. And as you'll see here, I'm just going to go straight to a still shot. This video, interestingly enough, the concept of it is JFK was the second coming and the deep state shot him. Or he was killed in this video anyway. The noners say the deep state killed him. So here we are looking at a Marilyn Manson video where it has John F. Kennedy on a cross after it has him on a cross. So the significance here, it's not just shock value. It's not just a blasphemous thing. What they're trying to do here is, what this video is about, is this idea that JFK was the second coming and he got shot. And that the people in mourning are waiting for the third Jesus, who they call President White. And this would correspond to JFK Jr., which, interestingly enough, when the video came out, they delayed it because JFK Jr. had just crashed. So you have this interesting tie-in where he had to give a statement apologizing that his video so accurately predicted the future. You don't see that kind of thing very often anymore, but it just seems like this is another example of how they steer the public's perception of things. And in this case, they made this clear association between JFK Jr. and this third character that the video is about. And this is what the QAnoners are waiting on. It's this new Christ, and it's totally blasphemous. How crazy these times are, and what people are willing to believe. Wait, I'm going through your comments. Everyone's a mod, says Private Wars. Yeah, if you're a mod, it proves you're not a robot. Thanks for joining, exploring. Leslie Kogan says, I love your energy, Zach. I received your divine energies. Oh, Zach Hubbard's in the chat. No, it's not Zach Hubbard, that's a fake. I don't give fakes wrenches. Colin Pinard says, JFK was replaced by that cop that looked like him. Yeah, I've seen that. What about Robert Kennedy? Okay, Robert Kennedy was killed by Saran Saran. Robert was 42. Saran Saran shot him with a 22. And as he fell dying, he was photographed by Richard Drew, AP Kennedy, as he's falling